All right, good afternoon, everybody. I said Sergeant Wright. I said, everybody, please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Be seated. Colonel Lewis, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Well, thank you, everybody, for showing up today for a very big moment in each Cody Peck's life. And I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and do this today. And I'm even more excited looking around. I think I found all the parts to my uniform. So that's you only get to put it on a couple times a year now, so that's a big deal for me to be able to make all that happen. Each year this goes by, I start to feel a little bit older. And now Captain Webb shows up. He was Cadet Webb when I was the commander here, and now I'm really feeling older. But not only that, I went to Squadron Officer School with his dad, who's still a great friend of mine. But not only that, Cadet Wormstein, as it turns out, grandfather was my physiology instructor at Laughlin Air Force Base many years ago. So what's the point here? It's a small Air Force. You may think you're going into a couple 100,000 people, and you are, but it's a small Air Force, and it's a tight-knit Air Force. So what a great day for you. You've come a long ways. You've had accumulated a number of degrees along the way here. Both Dr. Ryder and I had you as undergraduate here, very inquisitive mind. Had your graduate programs helped me write actually a graduate course in Veteran Studies, which is the first of its kind in the country. And so those types of things will serve you well. I think we've taught you well strategically. None of that's going to do you any good in the next few years, unfortunately. Down the road, it certainly will. So you're going to wind up going off to training here at Goodfellow, right? It's a Goodfellow Air Force Base. And then you're going to come up to a decision at some point. They're going to say, we're going to send you somewhere. You may have some luxury of choices as to where you're going to go. A lot of people say, what's the best place you ever served? And I heard that throughout my career. What's the best place you ever served? You know what? It never had to do anything with location. The best place I ever served was always about people and mission. And you'll remember that. The Air Force will send you, if you stay long enough, the Air Force will send you all over the place. But it's always about people and mission, no matter where you go. So think about that, people and mission. When you get to where you're going, you're going to be a brand new second lieutenant. Okay, and you get all the privileges of being a second lieutenant, including one of the greatest privileges, and that is to screw up repeatedly because you're a second lieutenant, right? People don't expect that much of you as a second lieutenant. But the day you pin on first lieutenant, you become an incompetent lieutenant, right? Because no longer are you just a butterbar that's screwing up out there. But here's the key. Take advantage of all the smart people that are around you, just like your professors. Just like your professors, your senior NCOs want you to succeed. Find the Sergeant Wrights of the world out there at your first unit. They want you to succeed. And ask them how you're doing. And if they're not offering how you're doing, solicit feedback from them on how you're doing, because they know how you're doing. They've seen a bunch of butterbars go through. They want you to succeed. But it's about leading people. We're going to teach you some technical skills. We've taught you some things strategically here. We're going to teach you some technical skills in the Air Force. Okay? But you're going to be thrust out there and you're going to be expected to lead people. You're going to hear it every dining out and every facility thing you ever go to. You're going to have some general officer come in and tell you they're 5 or 10 or 20 or however many points of leadership and what they're how they got to where they are and the things that they want to focus on. They're all snickering because we've all heard it a million times from everybody that comes up and talks about that. But a couple of things here. Your people want to be led, not managed. Remember, you lead people and manage resources, and don't confuse those two things. Too often in a university we teach management, we talk about management, but you lead people. In the military, your people want to be led, they need to be led, and they deserve to be led. Okay? Never forget that. And if you're not quite sure what to do something. Don't be the one that freezes. Okay? Very quick story. And I'm going to hand you off something here real quick. Find it where I put it. That's sand. I collected that sand in August of 2001 on the beaches of Normandy. 2 months later, I had an opportunity to lead. I had to figure out how to get C-17s with food packets in the northern part of Afghanistan on October 7th, the opening day of Enduring Freedom. And we hadn't flown any Air Force airplanes over Turkmenistan or Azerbaijan or the Caspian Sea since World War II. And I got this cute little task saying, go make that happen. There was no checklist. There was no anything. I had a great staff. I went and inherited an entire chaotic Slick Air Base. Had a great staff, but we had to figure out how a bunch of things had to happen. And we did that. My point here is when you're not sure what to do, make out a plan, seek advice, and do something. Lead. Same thing, I was at Columbus Air Force Base. I think you remember it well there. And it's a funny little thing called Hurricane Katrina came along. Our wing commander was at some sort of high-level training, and our vice wing commander was still going through his training, and I, as the ops group commander, was in charge of the whole base. What could possibly go wrong? One of the most devastating hurricane to hit Mississippi in its history. Lead. People expect you to lead. Do that. One of the best things you can do when you get to where you're going is become an expert in something. And I told that to every second lieutenant I've ever talked to. Become an expert in something. There are going to be many things at your base, in your mission, whatever you're going to wind up doing. Become an expert. Because then people are going to say, I'm not quite sure about this, but I know Second Lieutenant Peck knows all about this kind of stuff. Be an expert in something. Figure out something. Become an expert in it. Okay? Learn your mission. Every unit has a mission. Every wing has a mission. Know your mission. Most importantly, lead your people by connecting them to the mission. About September 13th of 2001, I was coming through the front gate of Spangdahlem, and a young security police guy that I'd known for at least a year or so at that point in time was checking IDs at the gate. And when I came through, he said, I really envy you, sir. And I said, why is that? He said, because you're doing a mission. I said, so are you? He goes, no, I'm just checking IDs at the gate. So I pulled my car over there in the parking lot. I went out and helped him check IDs for a while. And while I did, I talked to him. I said, you're also doing a mission. You got to connect the dots of everybody in your unit. If you're leading people, you got to connect the dots of every person in there. We couldn't do our mission on the flat line if there were bad guys inside the fence. They couldn't do their mission if people weren't getting fed. They couldn't get their mission done if people weren't getting paid. Couldn't get their mission done if the parts weren't in the right place. There's so many things that go into making a mission. Know your mission. Make sure your people know how they connect to the mission. And the last thing I want to tell you is kind of a check that I use. I used it my entire career. You're going to find people that do a great job of taking care of their bosses. At the same time, while they're doing a great job of taking care of their bosses, their people are suffering. You're going to find people that do a great job of taking care of their people and not keeping their bosses informed. So I coined this little thing I call look up, look down, and look in the mirror. Look up, make sure you're taking care of your boss. Look down, make sure you're taking care of your people. And look in the mirror, make sure you can live with the decisions you made every day. They don't always have to be right decisions. As a second lieutenant, you get that second lieutenant waiver to screw up a lot of things. Please don't kill anybody, don't destroy anything, right? But you get that ability to do that. But always live with our core values, integrity first. Integrity first. It could not be more important in this day and age. Yes, sir. Okay, congratulations, you're about to do something really significant here. Are we ready?
Yes, sir. Cadet Peck, please come forward for the commissioning oath.
That's yours.
Thank you so much.
Don't break it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Don't forget, that's the shoulders of the people that we stood on. That sand's commingled with the blood of our people the shoulders we stand on. So, all right, you ready to do this?
Sir.
Okay, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Cody Tyler Peck,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith, allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody want to come get a picture?
Yes.
Come on up here.
Get some pictures. Come on.
Don't
My
be
mom,
shy.
my mom wants pictures, so
We're only going to do this one time today, so please don't be shy.
one, two, three. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
At this time, also, will Cadet Wormstein and Dr. Ryder please come up and pin on his ranks?
Yes, sir.
Five, eight, six, seven. 5, 8, 6, 7.
Got a hat. Yeah, yeah, the old days.
You don't have a current 2982, so I was going to say they could bring you back. Tripped. In the old days, we used to have our shoulders with the,
Just a little blood.
yeah, just a little bloody mess.
That's not gonna be perfect. It's an expensive coat to get, you know.
Yeah, looking good.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Excellent.
This is a thing that's just very significant to each and every one of us, because it is literally signed by our Secretary of our Air Force, Gina Grosso, and Heather Wilson. I actually know both of them, as it turns out, again, making me feel old today. But this is your commission from the President of the United States. And you get to have this, and what makes this most significant is we swear our allegiance to a piece of paper, the Constitution, unlike any other experiment that's ever happened in the history of mankind. Make sure you remember that. It's a very significant piece of what we do, so congratulations.
Shake right. Come get a picture. Yeah, center. Cody.
Come on up. Am I done?
You are done, sir.
Thanks. Thanks for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present Second Lieutenant Peck. The floor is yours, sir.
Dr. Ryder, just come to the source.
You gotta say a couple words first.
Oh, good. Go through floor. So I know this is supposed to be quick, but first and foremost, thank you so much for being here. I want to thank the cadre of Day 20 for working with me, for taking me in, training me, making sure I meet the expectations and the standards. You put a lot of time and effort into me and Cadet Wormstein, and I'm very grateful. It always has not been easy, but your dedication to us and our success is very important, and that's why I stand here, so thank you very much. Colonel Lewis, you've been a mentor to me for a very long time. You've helped guide me professionally. You've helped build my character. You've really defined, I think since I met you, since I've been 20, you really defined who I've become. And I don't think I would be right here, who I am, without you. So thank you. Dr. Ryder, grad school was not very easy for me, but you have always been in my corner. And that's something I've always appreciated with you. You were very honest, and you told me your work doesn't meet the standards, you need to be better. And instead of letting me fail and letting me get off track, you've held my feet to the fire. And without you, I would not also be here. Grad school is very tough, as you know, and you helped. I always only did it because you helped me along the way. Every time I needed someone to come to, whether it's guidance or am I doing the right thing, you've always been very honest with me, and that's something I always appreciate. So thank you. One more time, you know, the other one cadet, you've been wonderful. You have been exceptional in helping me. You know, coming in here, I really didn't know a lot about R.O.T.C. And every time that I was falling behind or I needed assistance, I could reach out to you and could say, let's get you on track. And you took time out of your day, you went out of your way to help me, and you supported me. And that means a lot to me. So thank you. Sergeant Wright, you've been amazing. You can tell when cadets are down, you can tell when cadets just need an uplifting. And you look out after us. And I don't want to say it's part of your job, but you go above and beyond what's expected. And that's something I've always appreciated about you, is that you're very genuine, you care for others, and you help get cadets where they want to be. And so, also without you, a lot of people would not be up here, myself, in this instance. So, thank you.
Thank you.
And then everyone else in attendance, thank you for coming. It means a lot. Your time is very valuable. Yeah, thank you.
At this time, Dr. Ryder, will you please come forward with a SODOS salute? The history of SODOS and any county programs.
Thank you so much.
I just want to say a couple of quick things. I talked, Cody is an undergrad, a grad. I sat on his inmate committee, came by quite a bit for advice and just to talk to me, and it's been a pleasure through all of it. Cody always knew exactly what he was interested in from the moment I met him, but he didn't know how to get there. And the moment he figured that path out, which turned out to be the Air Force and going to intelligence school and all that, I could see a distinct change in him, and that was fantastic to see, very rewarding to see. What I'm going to present to you right now is this is a challenge going for the Marine Corps Association. The Marine Corps Association, or Marine Corps League, is an organization of former Marines who get together and they try to do community service, they try to get things. And what the Marine Corps League symbolizes to me is that you're joining an organization where you never leave. Even when you get out, anywhere you go, you're going to find people who served, right? Whether in your branch or some other branch, who gravitate toward each other, who are immediately friends, and who will get together and try to do good things for their community. That's what the Marine Corps symbolizes to me, and I just want you to remember that that's the kind of organization you're joining.
Thank you so much, sir. It's beautiful.
Here you go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the playing of the Air Force song.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atta boys, give her the gun, give her the gun. Hey, down we dive, spouting our flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame or go down in flame. Hey, nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force.
This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for coming and have a great Air Force Day.
Well,